Hello everyone and welcome to the Ghost Layers Report here in a local area in my neighborhood, ISA, here in Tokyo. So what we want to get into right now is something a bit interesting here. It appears that TEPCO's 10% price increase on the households, not big business, is going to be delayed until at least August. Now, the panel responsible for controlling all of this is under the management of METI. They are a ministry that controls several different things in Japan, basically business in Japan. Now, the panel, they don't give names here, but it's consisting of a university professor, an accountant, a consultancy executive, and quote-unquote others. So a bit of a shadowy group here. Now they've met once a week since May 15th and will continue to meet on this issue. Now, a little bit of background here. Now, Tokyo Electric Power Company, aka TEPCO, hope for a 10% price increase for households. Now this is supposed to take effect on July 1st. Pardon a minute. Okay, just some junk girls. Anyways, this was supposed to take effect on July 1st. Due to what they claim is some high scrutinizing of the plan, the panel is not required to put a deadline forth in reaching a judgment. This comes from METI, the Ministry of Economy, Trade, and Industry. This happened on Wednesday. Now here's the exact quote by METI official Manabu Nabeshima. He says TEPCO would have to officially notify the public of the price hike before July 1st. Which means that the panel would have to approve the price increase by June 20th. Now that looks to not be happening. It looks like it's going to be delayed, like I said, until at least August. Now, why? Before we get into why, let's look at some numbers here, right? Now, TEPCO had hoped for the July 1st price increase would up revenue by 190 billion yen this fiscal year, which translates into about 480 yen on your monthly bill, which comes down to about 6,000 yen for an entire 12-month period. All right, so now that may not seem a lot to some people, but for average households, an extra 6,000 yen on your bill a year, that's a pretty big price increase to have to deal with, to be honest with you. That translates into roughly about $60 extra a year. You know, for the average working person, it's quite a bit of money to tack on to your bill, considering that the summer months are coming up and it's typically Japan has a scorching summer season, which gets me into looking at this a bit deeper here, right? So why is this being delayed? Oh, I don't really think it has anything to do with caring for the people. I think this is a power play, and kind of hedging their bets a little bit here. Right, so they know people are absolutely, totally outraged about a price increase coming from a company that's responsible for poisoning the entire country, and then turns around and says we need a price increase when we just gave them a trillion. Oh shit! Anyway, a trillion yen. We just handed them a trillion yen. And they're asking for a price increase, even more. So they know They're not stupid, man. They know this is outrageous. And if they do it now, right before the summer months coming, people are going to feel this price increase much more than 480 yen a month, okay? People in Japan are typically absolutely addicted to their air conditioners, right? Because it's so incredibly hot, and as we all know, this is a nation of convenience, and most people are spoiled or adjusted to basically having pretty much a lot of things they want and need to be totally comfortable on a day-to-day basis. So if you have this price increase now, people are going to see a much more higher increase than 40 yen a month on their bill due to this addiction to air conditioning and need to feel totally comfortable. So they're going to freak out and totally be pissed off, and it's going to be difficult to get the public support for anything. So, ergo, it makes sense to delay this. Wait until the hotter summer months are over, and then let the 10% price increase kick in. Which people won't see that. Fuck. You don't want to know what's going on there. Wow. It's a hell of a brawl. Hey man, we're trying to talk about something here. Insanity of Tokyo. You guys, you see, that's a little taste of what we deal with every day here. Anyways, they'll wait. So when they do kick it in, it won't be such a big deal to people. Alright, they'll just see the 40 yen and go, what is this 40 yen? I can cut back on, instead of having 2 beers after work, I can have 1. Instead of, having a little snack on the train ride home, I'll just wait till I get home. So another reason, this price increase will be detrimental to the market, because the more you suck out of people's what we call fixed cost every month for a household, like a budget, like anything, like government, a business. You and me, both know this, right? So that's going to squeeze, it's kind of like the golden straitjacket business model. The tighter you squeeze, the more money comes out, and that's typically seems like what they're trying to do here. So it's going to hurt the market more than it helps it, because all these little things that the average people buy every day through their daily life, they're going to cut back a bit to pay for the energy cost. It's going to hurt all these small businesses here and there that depend on this type of stuff. On your way home, for instance, like I know, typically like on my way home, I see a little independent mom and pop shop. They're selling like some yakiniku or some gyoza or some cheap beer. I had a hard day's work, so I stop in, I have 1 or 2, and I make my way, and that really helps them out. They depend on that type of traffic coming in. But if I got to worry about paying this extra energy bill, I know it's coming every month, I'm going to cut back. And if I know the overall cost for the entire year, I'm definitely going to be watching these a bit closer, and I won't be going to these little businesses that depend on these things. It's not going to help the overall market. So again, small business is going to be damaged. The average person is definitely going to be hurt by this. And at the same time, these big businesses who do have enough money and influence to have a voice and influence in things are getting the discounts on energy and getting all the breaks and everything, while the rest of us fit the bill for this. John even to mention how ethically and morally wrong this entire type of behavior is, but at this point we should not be surprised by this type of thing. These political games, they try to play us like we're damn children, like we don't realize that you're delaying it on purpose, so we don't feel the massive increase, which will be more than 40 yen a month, 480 yen a month during the summer. You're going to wait until that hot period's over, then kick that in. I'm predicting that. That's probably what's going to happen here, right? So, as always, please leave your comments in the comment box below. If you haven't subscribed to this channel, please do. It's Freedom WV, the ghost letters. Please let me know what you think about this, right? So those are just what I'm telling you, what's going on. and my analysis and perspective on things. So as always, this is me here, Ryan, here late night in ISA, if all this insanity going on right now. Check it out.